What's going on, man? Look, I know you feel like you're struggling right now. I know you feel like nothing's going your way, but it's only one reason why you feel that way. It's because the way that you think. It's the way that you think on a day-to-day basis that's keeping you stuck like that, right? I want y'all to understand, man, like if you really want to 10x your income or 10x your life, it's all in here. It's all in the mind. It's all of what you think on a day-to-day basis. What I want you to do, or what I'm trying to tell y'all to do, is change your perspective on how the way you see the world, how the way you see yourself, how the way you see your income, how the way you see your job. If you change your perspective, watch everything else in your life just shoot up. Because at the end of the day, the way you look at everything is the way how you carry everything, the way that everything flows in your life. Right. So what I'm trying to tell you, man, is change your perspective. Your perspective will be your reality, right? So if you tell yourself things like, okay, I got to get up early in the morning. Dang, I got to wake up early in the morning. No, you need to be like, thank you, God, for waking me up this morning. A lot of people didn't wake up this morning. I'm alive to go to tackle the day today, right? See how the way that thing is already propelling you to it's already propelling you to have a great day, right? So once you understand that the way that you change, man, it's the way that you change your thought is crazy, right? A lot of us, like, say like you working your job, right? And you tell yourself, man, they only make X amount of money. I'm looking over here because cars coming, but I only make an X amount of money. But you gotta realize, man, you gotta be grateful that somebody else don't even have that X amount of money that you have. You gotta be grateful that at least that you making that type of money. At least that you got some money coming in that you can pay your bills. And instead of you saying like, dang, I only got XYZ on my check, you need to be like, look, at least I'm thankful that I got this money because now I can pay my bills. Now I can pay, give my spouse some money, right? You got to change the way you think, change your perspective, right? A lot of us are having this perspective like it is what it is when it shouldn't be like that, right? Just change, bro. Like it's so. I could keep looking over here, man, but look, it's so easy to change the way you think, right? All you got to do is just look at the situation and be grateful, be extremely grateful for what you already have. How you gonna want something in your life? You want to be better. You want something new. You want something. You want to be a bigger income. You want to have a bigger car. You want the nice stuff, but you're not grateful for what you already have. You got to be extremely grateful for what you already do have, because at the end of the day, why you think the Lord, the man above, or whatever you believe in, gonna give you something better when you can't even be grateful for what you already have? You can't even be grateful for the little car you already have, but you want the nicer car. You got to be extremely grateful. Change your perspective. Lord, thank you for blessing me with this car I have today that I can go to work. I can go pick up groceries. I can pay my bills. I can go pick up my girlfriend. I can pick up my siblings, right? Because there's people in your life right now, people that in the world right now that would love to have a car. You have a car. Change your perspective, and it will change your whole entire life. I promise you, right? Even with me, man, I'm the type of guy that I always think about the way I think. I always think of things in a different light, right? So in aspect, what I'm trying to say is like, I think of things like this, right? If something in my life it ain't going the way it needs to be, I think of like, okay, what is this teaching me, right? What am I learning from the situation? Instead of me being like, dang, it didn't work out for me. No, it's going to work out eventually. It just ain't work out in the due time that I thought it was, right? So that's why you got to change the way you think, change the way you see things in your life. Because at the end of the day, man, perspective is everything. I understand that once you change the way you look at things, once you change the way you look and perceive everything, man, everything else in your life will flow, bro. I promise you. I know I'm looking over here, guys. There's a lot of cars coming by my shop, so I'm making sure nobody's coming to stop up here to see if they want their car washed. I'm still trying to put this video out for y'all. But yeah, man, like I was saying, man, it's simple. It's simple. All you gotta do to change this perspective is to be grateful. Once you be grateful, you will see everything in your life just 10x. The income, your finances, everything will just go crazy. I promise you. Right? Even if you go to the gym, like, hey, my body hurt. I don't feel like going to the gym. Hey, I'm grateful that my body hurt because I know my body is changing. Right? You see that perspective on that? It's different. It's completely different, man. Just change the perspective and watch everything else flows, right? I know this is a short video, man. It's not gonna be too much, it's not gonna be too long, man. But I had to come in here and let y'all know, man, your perspective is your reality. What you think on a day-to-day basis is what will happen to you. So you must think accordingly, think positive, think in a higher light, think in a way that will make you become the better version of yourself, the 2.0 version of yourself. Stop thinking negative, change your perspective, and your life will change. That's the video for today. I'm out. Peace.